Hello everybody and a very warm welcome back. Today we will continue with ecosystem ecology, and so far we have discussed the concept of ecosystem and the different types of ecosystem in the previous class. Without consuming much of your time, I will directly move on to the structure of ecosystem. First of all, let me tell you that when we say structure of any system, it implies the various components, the various individual components that are involved in the formation of the system. Since we are talking about ecosystem, it is quite simple, it is quite obvious that we are talking about different components of the ecosystem. When we learned about the concept of ecosystem in the previous class, at that time it was very much clear that the ecosystem is composed of two different components. The first one is biotic component and the second one is abiotic component. First of all, what is a biotic component? The entire range of living organisms which occur in an area, it constitutes the biotic component. And in this biotic component, the plants are present. You have animals, you have microbes, you have fungi. That means the organisms can belong to different groups. They can be either plants, animals, microbes, fungi, etc. The second component, which is known as abiotic component, it includes the entire range of physical conditions or physical environmental conditions in which the organism lives. And this component is very much important, for it influences the living organisms. It influences the life of these living organisms. Okay. So first of all, we will discuss abiotic or non-living component. And this abiotic or non-living component, it has been subdivided into different subcategories. The first one is climatic factors, or you can say climatic regime. Climatic factors are actually those environmental or physical factors which greatly influence the structure of ecosystem. And this includes light, temperature, humidity. There are many other factors, but since these three factors are important because they influence the structure of ecosystem, I have just quoted these three climatic factors. Light is very much important for every ecosystem, because without light, no plant can survive. And when there are no plants in an ecosystem, obviously there would be no animals and ecosystem would cease to exist. And this light is the sole source of matter and energy in almost every ecosystem. That means it is the radiation or light that supplies energy and matter to ecosystems. Without light, plants won't be able to photosynthesize. That means there is no production of matter. And without plants, animals won't get food. That means there is no movement of matter and energy from plants to higher organisms. The second very important factor which influences the structure of ecosystems is temperature. Temperature is high in those ecosystems which receive high radiation. That means temperature and light, they are very much linked to each other. Ecosystems which receive high light intensity, they also have high temperature. And it has been found that those ecosystems where temperature is very much high, production is very much high. And the third important factor that significantly influences the structure and productivity of ecosystems is humidity. Humidity means the amount of moisture present in the atmosphere. And it has also been found that those ecosystems where humidity is very much high, the production of plants is high, and when plants produce abundantly, when they have abundant production, when they have high production, there will be a lot of other trophic levels present in the ecosystem. That means the number of organisms, the species composition, the species number of any ecosystem depends hugely on these three factors: light, temperature, and humidity. Those ecosystems in which these three factors are having high values, these ecosystems support a large number of species. Okay. Now the second part of abiotic component is inorganic substances. The various elements which are involved in the formation of organismal bodies, they are placed in inorganic elements like carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus. Okay, that means those mineral elements, those materials which are involved in the formation of organismal bodies, they are placed in inorganic substances. And besides this, some of these inorganic elements, they are also involved in the metabolism of organisms. For example, you are having an inorganic element, and that inorganic element is playing the role of a cofactor in enzymes. Okay, and these inorganic substances, they move in ecosystems in cyclic fashion. That means they move from biological component to the abiotic component in a cyclic fashion, and this cyclic movement of inorganic elements in ecosystems is known as biogeochemical cycle. And one very important term that you may be asked in the examination about these inorganic elements is standing state or standing quality. Standing state or standing quality simply refers to the total amount of inorganic substances which are present in an ecosystem at a given time interval. This is known as standing state or standing quality. Now the third subconstituent of abiotic system is the organic substances. And in this category, various substances which are included, these are proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, humic substances, etc. And these substances, these organic substances, are present either in the biomass of living organisms or they are present in the environment. Okay, that means when organisms are living, their bodies are constituted of these substances like proteins, carbohydrates, lipids. Okay, and when these organisms die, the organic substances, they become apparent in the environment. Okay, that means the organic substances can be both present in the living bodies of organisms and they can also be present in the environment. And that is why the organic substances, they are said to form the link between the biotic and abiotic components of the ecosystem. That means these are those biochemical structures that link the biotic and abiotic components of the ecosystem. Okay, this is all about the abiotic component of the ecosystem, and next time inshallah we will discuss the biotic component. Till then, God bless you. Thank you all.